Steinbeck describes in great detail the careful farmers, sweet fruit, and eventually the devastation the Depression brought upon the land. Prices are being driven up, wages are decreasing, and farmers are pressured to burn their crops. The journey the Joad family faces reflects the irony of the chapter, as they begin hopeful and end in worse devastation than was found in the beginning.
A million people hungry, needing fruit, and kerosene spread over the Golden Mountains.
Steinbeck uses this passage to emphasize the devastation the people faced as they were forced to destroy the crops they were in need of due to bankruptcy.
And the smell of rot fills the country.
This sentence portrays the irony of the book, as the entire beginning is filled with the anticipation and hope for what California will bring, and the harsh realities of the effect of the Great Depression are found at the close of this chapter. In the souls of the people, the grapes of wrath are filling and growing heavy for the vintage. Steinbeck ends the chapter with this sentence, including the phrase and title of the novel, The Grapes of Wrath, in a form which is literal and figurative because the crops are growing abundantly, yet the people are left with no choice but to get rid of them. The people are filled with wrath due to their situation.
The spring is beautiful in California, valleys in which the fruit blossoms are fragrant pink, and white waters in the shallow sea.
And then the leaves break out on the trees, and the petals drop from the fruit trees and carpet the earth with pink and white.
The decay spreads over the state, and the sweet smell is a great sorrow on the land. The prunes lengthen like little green birds' eggs, and the limbs sag down against the crutches under the weight.
And their failure hangs over the state like a great sorrow. Burn coffee for fuel in the ships. Burn corn to keep warm, it makes a hot fire. Dump potatoes in the rivers and place guards along the banks to keep the hungry people from fishing them out. Slaughter the pigs and bury them, and let the putrescence drip down into the earth.
There's a crime here that goes beyond denunciation. There's a sorrow here that weeping cannot symbolize. There's a failure here that topples all our success. black cherries and red cherries, full and sweet, and the birds eat half of each cherry, and the yellow jackets buzz into the holes the birds made. And on the ground the seeds drop and dry with black shreds hanging from them. And at first the skin wrinkles a little, and swarms of flies come to feast, and the valley is filled with the odor of sweet decay. Then meat turns dark, and the crop shrivels on the ground. And the yellow fruit falls heavily on the ground, and splashes on the ground. The works of the roots of the vines, of the trees, must be destroyed to keep up the price. And this is the saddest, bitterest thing of all. Carloads of oranges dumped to the ground.
Although chapter 25 was brief, Steinbeck captured various literary elements, including metaphors, similes, parallel structure, detail, imagery, and conflict.
The chapter is ironic, for in the opening paragraph, Steinbeck writes about how farmers were fruitful, growing crops without hesitation and being profitable. Yet in reality, in the ending half of the chapter, farmers are devastated, making no profit. The chapter parallels to previous chapters. In chapter 5, farmers are being replaced by tractors. Yet in this chapter, chapter 25, farmers are taking caution in their work, working diligently and without hesitation. Also in previous chapters, the Joad family anticipates their arrival to California, being unaware of the harsh reality they are to face.
They used to tell me I was building a dream, and so I followed the mob. When there was earth to plow or guns to bear, I was always there, right on the job. They used to tell me I was building a dream, with peace and glory ahead. Why should I be standing in line, just waiting for bread? Once I built a railroad, I made it run, made it race against time. Once I built a railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime?